to something. Fuck that, you're up to something scandalous. Taste my bitter heart, you know it makes you blush. Something is right. This happiness and the attention you don't listen. You've been giving you.
What's up, guys? Good morning. My name is Arsam, and welcome to the second day in a life as an AI engineer in San Francisco. So, right now it's early morning, and I'm heading out to get a quick workout before I head off to work. So, let's go.
One more shot, 'cause I feel like you're up to
Alright, guys, so
something.
breakfast is served. What I have here is hot lemonade, yogurt, and blackberries, and eggs and bread. Um, This is usually I try to like keep it low in carbs and high in protein. I could not record myself in the morning because the gym that I go to has a policy against recording, which is why I could not record anything, which is fine. It's not the best, but it is what it is. I did a chest and triceps workout today, and I have actually over the last couple of days or maybe 2 weeks, I have felt way more passionate about my workouts because I changed the way I work out, right? So I had been doing one consistent way of working out for the last 6, 8 months, and I just sat down and gave some new thought as to what it is that I want to achieve by working out. And so that led me to change my workout routine. The number of days, what sort of exercises I do, and how I want to mix them between strength training and hypertrophy training, right? So there's two different ways you can actually engage with muscle. And I think just putting some thought into that whole thing and figuring out what is it that I want and then building a plan around it has energized my workouts compared to the feeling I would get working out in prior cases. And so I think that's something that's worked out for me, which is always see clarity in what it is that you want to achieve. And if you see clarity by looking at your better version or your higher self that you want to achieve, it's gonna like bring life back into your life, I guess. So, regardless, yeah, gonna get this breakfast done, and then after that, quick bath, and then I gotta head out to work. So, catch you guys on the other side. All right, guys. So I just got to the office, our workspace, and it's super nice because there's nobody else here, and I have the whole space to myself, right? So I have stand up in like slightly more than 2 hours. So I got to work on things before that. But I do want to answer two questions that I get asked frequently. The first of which is, Arson, what is it like working at a startup, and would you recommend it? And my answer to that is that I would recommend it 100% because, and this also ties into how it actually is, or like how the experience is working at a startup, is that you learn way more because you're actually working on real things, a real product that's going to be used by customers. So, just quick example, it's been 4 weeks since I joined, and I'm already building one of the main features of our product, right? So, whatever code I write, whatever strategies I implement, they're going to affect essentially the money that we make. And that's an experience that you're not necessarily going to get as quickly as in 4 weeks if you're working at a bigger company. Over there, it's more like bureaucratic, and things are going to take their time. Um, versus a startup, you basically have to take a lot of ownership and agency as well. So I highly recommend working at a startup if you can get that experience, because as far as your skill sets are concerned, it's going to give you a lot of good technical skill sets, but also great communication. And it's going to give you a lot of thick skin because you're going to find yourself in situations which are uncomfortable, where you don't know what to do. And that's the only way to grow. So, in that sense, I highly recommend startup. The second question I get asked is, how do you keep motivation to work? A lot of people, they dread corporate and working. And my answer to that is that don't let work be the only thing that you have to do, because if that is the case, then you're just going to go through the motions. which is you just go to work and you get done, and then next is the same thing. Let me just change my arm because it got tired. That's not what you want to do. You just don't want to do it for the sake of doing it. You actually want to ask yourself every single day, which is, what do I want to learn today? What is the problem I want to solve today in the business? And how is that going to take me to where I see myself, my higher version? And I feel like if you set those sort of goals, then it becomes easier to work hard, and you won't necessarily need motivation, right? You won't need to like watch something to like give yourself a dopamine hit to like move through the day. If you actually know that, okay, this is how this thing is going to impact me and benefit me. So I think that certainly helps. I'm also a big supporter of working at office, no work from home, because there's no such thing. I don't think you can work from your bed or from your apartment. That thing does not make sense to me. Um, and also just do the things that you think you want to do. So like for me, it's working out or just like shooting content and just showing what my life is like. Do the things other than work as well, which define you and how you would define your identity to be. And then in that way, it's not going to be hard for you. You won't need like motivation or something to basically go through your day. All right, that said, I have a couple of hours. I gotta lock in and get my stuff done. So, and the way I do this is I basically break down my tasks. So I have like 7 tasks I need to do before stand up, or maybe like even after it. But it really helps to like visualize exactly what you have to accomplish, break it down into steps, set yourself a deadline, and then just execute. It just makes the whole thing way easier. And I do it the night before, so I already knew what I have to get done today the night before. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll catch you guys in like 2 or 3 hours. Bye bye. So, guys, here's the update. Just finished work and the stand-up meeting as well. It's just crazy, like how much I have grown technically as an engineer over the last 4 or 5 weeks, right? So, um, yeah. So I have kind of like a break right now. Gonna do lunch, which I got from Chipotle, and after that, I have to continue working on what I have been working on. Um, One thing I have learned is that when you start a job, you should be very careful about what you want to gain or what you want to get out of it, right? So for me, because I'm working at a startup, my main priority as a new hire is to become autonomous as quickly as possible. And the only way you realize it is by having a direct and open conversation with your boss or your CEO, which is, hey, what is your expectation for myself, for me? And in my case, it is to become autonomous as quickly as possible. Um, the crazy thing is that just this week alone, I've written north of 2,000 lines of code, right? Just in the last 3 or 4 days, which is pretty good. And once I'm done with this part of the project I'm working on, the next one is going to be like even more bigger than this, which makes me feel very good because I feel like I'm actually adding real value to our company and to the world, to the customers who are going to use our product. That's a nice feeling to have. And I'm still trying to work more on how do I optimize my learning. But yeah, those are my 2 cents. Also, guys, I'm no expert at this. I graduated from college in May, so all of this is literally new for me. Every single day, I learn new things while working at startup. So I don't want you guys to take my words as the words of an expert. I'm learning myself. All I'm doing here is just sharing what I come across, what works for me, just to give you guys an insight. And yeah, that's basically my goal with this whole thing. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to do lunch and I'm going to run through a course I'm taking on AI agents while I'm having a 30-minute lunch break, and then back to work after that. So I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, guys, done with the day, and now I'm gonna head back and get dinner for myself. Honestly, end of day reflection. I could have ended the day better because I feel like my last couple of hours weren't the most productive, which is fine. This happens on some days. What is more important is that you stay put and you put in the work that needs to be put in, and then it could be the case that at the end of the day, you don't feel like 100% satisfied, which is fine. Today is one of those days where I feel like I could have done more and gotten more of my work done, which I'll have to do tomorrow now. But that's fine. That happens, and there's no one way to deal with it. So, anyways, regardless, I'm gonna head out right now. So, let's go. All right. So guys, one of the good things about SF as a city is that the public transport over here is reasonably good, which is you can predict when a bus or a train is going to arrive. And I must say it takes some time. It does take some time to get accustomed to which bus you have to pick and from what locations and whatnot. But once you have the hang of it, it's actually a pretty convenient affair. That is something I like about SF compared to like LA. The disadvantage sometimes, especially at peak hours, is the buses can be really crowded, which was the case right now. So it's like literally jam-packed. But we made it back home, so let's make some quick dinner for me. Alright guys, time for dinner, and I am joined here with my what do you call it? Living mate? It's not roommate anymore, but I'm joined with my friend and my friend who's living with me. We're living in the same apartment, so we're like roommates, I guess. That is the correct word.
Yeah, roommates.
So, Kato, you want to say hi and you want to like introduce or like talk
Yeah,
about what we have for dinner?
so we're eating. We're eating very economically. We have some rice here and beans, different type of beans together.
These are mixed beans, guys.
Mixed beans, yes.
This is the first time we're trying this out. So.
Yes, and then we have rice. No, sorry, spaghetti cooked with some chicken.
Yeah, pasta and chicken. So
Yes,
yeah.
and
The strategy we have for this is that we basically cook most of the stuff that we have to eat on Sunday. So like 3 or 4 major dishes in bulk, so that we can use that throughout the week. Yeah.
so like we meal prep for the week and then
Meal prep,
we,
yes.
yes.
Was there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
One disclaimer I have to give: I don't like Italian food in general. So if somebody sees this and says, "Oh, you like Italian food," I don't believe.
Okay, I make the pasta, guys, but like I can assure you it's good. And yeah, so this actually helps you save time during the weekdays if you're busy in San Francisco, which you will be if you're working here or in any big city. So it does save us time, which is it just takes like 5-10 minutes to like heat these guys up, and then you just eat them. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Munch on these, make sure our carbs and proteins are covered after that gym workout in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright guys, I have like an hour before the library closes, so I'm gonna do like some reading in the library. It's really close by to where I live, and it's much better than working in my apartment. Alright guys, so it's currently past 9 and I'm gonna conclude the day with having this as a milkshake. I don't know if you can actually call that a milkshake. So tired right now. Protein shake. So that's a protein shake. So I'm gonna finish off the day with this and setting up the goals for tomorrow. So yeah, that is second day in a life done, and hopefully in the ones that I make after this I can bring even more value. And also one more thing guys, I'm gonna edit this video after I'm done recording, maybe today, and if not today then tomorrow. But I just have a lot of respect for people who actually post on YouTube, because these videos take a lot of time to edit, I'm not gonna lie. So hopefully I can get better at making these videos in terms of editing and just shooting content, but also in terms of giving the value, right? So those are things that I'm focusing on as well. With that said, thank you for watching, and this is the end for the second day in the life. Thank you. Bye-bye.